Anybody watching this video right now probably realizes that right now the used car market is absolutely insane. Now, a lot of newer used cars are selling for their original sticker price or sometimes even higher. Special editions are going to be even worse. Now, my 2019 Shelby behind me would easily bring sticker or better, and it's got 10,000 miles on it. The GT 500s, they are absolutely even worse. So is there a deal right now in the used car market? Well, if you look at used cars, kind of older Mustangs, I think there actually are some deals out there. Now, a lot of them are out of touch though. Your classic Mustangs, some of your Fox bodies, even some new edge and SN95s. For example, the 93 and 0304 Cobras are crazy collectible and the prices reflect that. But can you find a deal? In my opinion, there are deals out there. Now, I recently made a post on social media and I asked people, hey, if you have $10,000 to spend on a Mustang, what is out there? And the answers, they were all over the place. Some people said absolutely nothing. Well, I don't agree with that and started doing some research. So what I found are some excellent Mustangs that you can jump in the hobby and have a lot of fun with for less than $10,000. And here are some examples that I found and some cars you should definitely check out. Now, the first car on my list, and I've said this many times in the past, but I still believe it, is the 1994 through 1998 Mustang Cobra. I mean, you're getting into a Cobra for less than $10,000. And I know compared to the later ones, they're not as fast, but they're a great car for the money. The 94 to the 95 represents the last of the pushrod, and basically it's the same performance car as the 93 Cobra, obviously a different body, but it's a better chassis and they're an absolute steal. The 96 to 98 Cobra, you're talking 305 horsepower, dual overcam motor right out of the box. Again, they're very, very fast cars. Both these cars are easy to find, easy to modify, tons of parts available, and lots of good examples for less than $10,000. Now, we're talking about cars that are a good deal. It's rare to ring up a Fox body because if you shop for Foxes right now, your GTs, your LXs, your hatches, your coupes, they're all way over $10,000. But is there a deal to be had in the Fox body world? Absolutely, and it's the Fox body convertible. Your 87 through 93 GT or LX convertible gives you the same engine, same transmission, same rear, same suspension, same interior, all the things that make a Fox body, and as a bonus, you can drop the top. Now, yes, the convertibles are a little bit heavier and the chassis is a lot more flexible, but the aftermarket can address that. And while they're not the best race cars, a Fox body convertible makes an excellent cruiser for less than $10,000. So when it comes to Mustangs on a budget, a classic Mustang doesn't come up very often. A lot of the classics have become very, very expensive, but somehow the 67 through 70 coupes are still really affordable. I mean, these are fun cars, they're great to drive, they're classic Mustangs, there's tons of parts available for these cars. Now again, you're not gonna get a special edition, you're not gonna get a heavily optioned car, but for around $10,000, you can get a nice V8 driver that you can enjoy all the benefits of owning a classic car and fix it up as you go. There are a lot of deals to be had with the SN95 New Edge Mustangs, and one of the best deals is going to be the 99 through 04 Mustang GT. Now, you can include the 94 through 98 in this as well, as they're great cars, and those you can often find for almost $5,000 or less. But if you're going up to $10,000, you can get into a New Edge, which represents the best of the SN95. You have a 260 horsepower engine, your choice of a solid 5-speed or automatic transmission. They still have the solid rear end, and the 2-valve sounds great and is very reliable. Parts of these cars are cheap. There's a ton of ways to modify them. They're great looking cars, and there's a ton of them available for less than $10,000. Now, if you shop really smart, you can sometimes even find a 9901 Cobra or a Mach 1 or Bullet in that same price point. Now, again, if you find one of those, it's gonna sell quick. So again, jump on it if you find it. But again, when it comes to the New Edge cars, there's a ton of options available for less than $10,000. Now, the last deal I'm going to talk about is also going to be the newest one, and that is the 05 through 09 3-valve. And I know when it comes to the S197 chassis, everybody is Coyote, Coyote, Coyote. Coyote is a great car. I'd love to have one for less than $10,000, and if they're out there, please send me the links because I'll buy every one I can find. But at that price point, you're getting a 3-valve, which is still a 300 horsepower engine backed by a solid transmission and a 3-link solid rear. You get the retro styling, again, tons of parts availability, and a car with mild modifications that can run quite fast. Back in the day, we had our Project Bob, which is a 2005 Mustang GT. We did basic bolt-ons of that car, and it ran well into the 11s. Now, though by Coyote standards, that's not that fast, but an 11-second car is still quite quick, especially one you can get for less than $10,000. So while some might disagree, $10,000 is still a good chunk of change to spend on something, especially something that might be a toy. But again, in the Mustang market, there are some great values at that price point, and if you check out this list here, you can find a car that you can have a lot of fun with on a tighter budget.